think the important thing to realize as you embark on any project, especially those which are just beginning, is that the results tend to come later. And that can be a little bit frustrating and discouraging for a project that takes significant time and effort. Early on, you may find that it comes at a trickle. You might have a few visitors to your website, you might have a few clients, you might have a few positive comments or reviews. And there may not be as many, but you may also find that the negative feedback or just little comments from friends or family, maybe just little subtle things that deter you or discourage you from continuing. And if that describes you, then realize that many who have gone before you have already experienced that. That's nothing new. One of the things that could put a damper on results is just having too many projects to think about or to work on. And, there's limitations. There's only so much time in a day, and there's only so much attention you can give to each of those projects. Another important thing to think about is your commitment level. How long are you willing to work on this project? Will you work on it for the next 5 years or 10 years? Are you just going to give it a try? Are you just going to work on it for 2 weeks? Are you going to change your strategy every other day? Or are you going to carefully evaluate before hopping rails? Another consideration is mentorship. Do you have anybody in your life that's achieved the results that you want? Is there anybody that can show you how to shortcut a lot of their mistakes and to take advantage of their knowledge so you can get the results that you want quicker than they did? And I kind of hinted at this earlier, but another important consideration is whether or not this is a brand new project or it's something that's been around a while and now you're getting involved with it. Because if you're starting a brand new project, you got to realize that you have to pump the pump. And unless you keep pumping, you're just not even going to see a trickle. The water's not going to come out. Day in, day out, consistent daily effort is what it's going to take to start to see some of the rewards from your effort. But if it's a project that's been around a while, then realize that it probably has a little bit of momentum on its own, and you can come on board and maybe help propel that project forward at a faster momentum. Because the great thing about working together in a team is that your effort is magnified and multiplied. But all in all, I think the thing that we don't really understand is the momentum cycle. And for this illustration, I'm going to use a train, but this train does not use fuel. As more people come on board, it continues to gain momentum. I don't know if you've ever had to push a car before that's run out of gas or run out of charge, but that first push tends to take significant effort. But after a while, it gains momentum and it becomes easier and easier, especially if you have a friend or two helping out. So with the train illustration, you could think of each person that comes aboard as a team member, but you could also look at it as people that have given you some encouragement along the way. Maybe someone who's left a comment on your blog or someone who bought from you. Another way to look at it is that the people that have come aboard are people that you have impacted in some way. And as you impact more people, the train gains more momentum. And as the train gains more momentum, you can arrive faster at your destination. But the important thing to realize too is that you are already on those rails and you are headed in a destination. And to get to the destination that you want may take some course correction. If you keep doing the same things, you will get the same results. However, as you continually evaluate where you are, where you want to go, and what you need to do to get there, you'll continue to remain on that path towards your destination. And another key point here is that you gotta stay in faith. You gotta believe that the effort you're putting in is worth the results you're gonna get, because some people will try to derail you and you'll probably run into a few obstacles along the way. So put your head down and go to work, and don't worry too much about the results that you do or you don't get early on, because as long as you persist, your effort is going to bear results. We might look at something like a viral video on YouTube and think, my gosh, like why haven't any of my videos gone viral? But the thing that you don't see more often than not is all the years of effort that have gone into building up to that. They might have released hundreds of videos that didn't get more than 100 views or 300 views or 1,000 views. And finally, after all that time, maybe they found a formula that worked for them, or maybe they just stumbled upon something that connected with people, and that was the thing that finally went viral and finally made their presence aware to the world. Now, there might be some people who have some success right out the gate, and that could be you, but I want to tell you right now, the chances of that happening are pretty dubious, and more often than not, we think it's the other way around. The most successful people are those who are lucky, and everyone else is putting in a ton of effort, when more often than not, it's really the opposite. Those who have put in a lot of time and effort are becoming successful, and then the lucky few, right? It's the lucky few, not the lucky many, who sometimes stumble upon success by accident. For more podcasts like this one, additional resources and blog posts, check out dawcast.com. That's DAWCAST.com.